Hello and welcome to Team Fortress TV. I'm CommanderX, I'm joined by Gubbins and DavidTheWin on the camera. We're here to watch some more ETF2L Premiership action, more Week 5 fixtures. I think that's the third one this week we're covering. It's going to be Garde against Lego on Snakewater and Sunshine. Obviously Lego still looking to get their first points of this Premiership season, while Garde are in the chase for playoff spots. Gubbins, you're here.
Hi.
You're still a bit broken.
Very broken. I am definitely here though, yes. I don't have the names of who kills who.
That's not important. People aren't in this game for names.
No, I'll just be focusing on my HUD.
So it's just cast from scoreboard. That's all you really need to do, you know?
Real commentators cast with no HUD at all.
Like I just read out whatever comes up in my console, and it, you know, like model null doesn't have attachment backblast. It just blows off a tongue, and it goes down really well with everyone, I think.
TF rocket projectile, yeah.
Yeah, I've not had a lot of complaints. At least not that I've read.
Oh.
David just wrote in chat now, HUD is a crutch for bad casters. That's confirmed.
Ooh.
I quite often used to refuse them. Oh my god, we're going live.
We're going live.
Prompt start from this delayed start cast. ETF2L Premiership Week 5. Here we go. Garde versus Lego. Lego on red, obviously. Garde on blue. Snakewater will be the first map. Garde are obviously big favourites. They have two mercs in the form of Nico and Bulle tonight, so it might be a little bit tougher than usual for them. In comes the aggression. Phil going to get picked off first. Wow. Josh seems to be trying to go behind, but he's getting focused out, but he's got a scout behind him as well. Sort of pulling them both ways here, Lego, and they might be able to set up
a scout flank from Soros,
pretty tasty sandwich. They're going to go trade now, but the DM from them seems pretty good. Seems pretty even, actually. Nico's going to get one. The scout's going to try and fight the scout on mid, but he has got the benefit of having Bulle just pumping him full of heals. Soros is going to try it anyway, but to no avail.
Yeah, that was a really odd middle. Exxon got there so much slower than Dr. Phil, and Dr. Phil would put out about 4 stickies before Exxon shot his first one, and yet he still got focused down. That was really odd.
Yeah, I think Garde are pretty well rehearsed at making up for Exxon's speed at mid. Really, the sort of numlock syndrome.
Of course.
So I guess, pretty unsurprisingly, we're going to see Lego on the back foot. Then that middle was a lot more even than I expected it. Obviously, Garde, not just with the missing DM of Tech and Flippy, but also the coordination. But they do have an uber advantage now. We're going to go into last with Exxon's coming through the lever. He sees a sentry. Nico sees it first though and dies to it. The sentry gets taken down now, but that's wasted pretty much the entirety of Uber, and we're going to try and force them out main, but they do actually turn it into 2 frags somehow. Now we're going to keep pushing in. Lego needs to be careful here. They're grouped up a bit, and Garde are putting all the pressure. They're trading the damage here. Really, Beta sort of being forced into a terrible position. Bulle is still pumping heals in, and this scout might be able just to juke all these rockets and pump them down. Flip gets 1. Flip's going to get 2 surely. The point is now open as well. Flip's, yeah, Nico actually steals it, but they cap the point before the respawns come in. A quick one.
That was a weird round, very uncoordinated there, I thought, from Lego. Just letting Phil die and leaving Exxon on 4 HP for the entire fight. Yeah,
Lego, the fight was pretty even on last, but Lego just seemed just sort of wander into the low ground and just give him that positional disadvantage and chased a little bit too hard, setting up the Garde cleanup. Now we go into another middle. Phil trying to walk forward again, taking quite a bit of damage. Really even fight so far, and it's actually going to be Lego with the aggression of Josh helping out there, forcing them. It looks like Garde still want to fight it, only a player down in the full run of it. The soldier's going to go in, but he's a little bit ahead of his team. Here comes the backup. Bull is too far forward. He's going to go down. The scout's trying to chase. We're going to get Exxon as well, and the scout should complete the wipe. Sorex to claim. Sorex to claim that one.
That was another very strange middle. The AGP players, it seemed 3 of them pushed forward, including Exxon on the point, but no real backup came, so they just lost 3 players out of almost nothing there, and just then got picked. The other 3 got picked off trying to escape.
Yeah, now we see
Flip on the sniper.
Yeah, the exact opposite of the situation we saw before. Lego to push. Oh, they've been forced actually. T-Mac forced. Never mind. Cancel that. I was about to say we're in the exact opposite of a situation. We do actually see Dr. Crizzle even. Looks like he's running the conch.
He's conched left side, the right hand side defensively.
Don't have Uber, but we're going to try and conch it in right now. They're trying to move forward. The Conch's about to run out. They've not got a lot done with it damage-wise, but they're just going to stand on the point. A bit sloppy from Avant-Garde there, just to give away that much point presence so easily.
Yeah, it was a smart move to send out T-Mac. The force coming out of him was really good, but they just they didn't really pressure them. They let them come into the last point and already get to the point before engaging them. It was a really weak defense there from AGP. Exon's just sticking up this kitchen here while Phil takes over the point. I haven't seen this play.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to try and go forward, and they have put Lego onto the back foot, but they've only actually got one frag out of it, and now it looks like Krizzle's going to go forward. Nice shot from Krizzle, combining with Sorex to take down Bulle. He's now got the high ground on top of everyone, going to be laying down that damage. He just get picked off by the spam, but he's given such good presence for his scout. Never mind, Exon's just absolutely decimated all of them. Phil tried to jump into salvage, and now Exon is gonna hit a pipe, I imagine, eventually. Never mind, Flip's there to sort that one out for him.
There goes the suicide. That was another strange series of events with Dr. Phil jumping for some reason.
Well, they had him sort of like...
taken out.
It wasn't the worst idea. The problem is the Lego Scouts just walked straight in like the exact same line to Exon and took all the same damage, which really just made an easy cleanup for Exon in the end. And Dr. Phil just became completely isolated with no one else to really support him. Yeah, so, I don't know, half an idea, pretty good idea, and now they're going to have to face an Uber on last foe after that didn't work on mid. Forcing the demo medic straight into spawn. There is a sentry, and Exon's going to turn his attentions to that and take care of that, but Dr. Phil's going to come bursting back out. Exon's surfing it forward onto the medic, going to take down Beat.
Oh, that's 4 down.
Absolutely crushing them here, and sort of all these sort of scattered 1v1s. Nothing Seppu can do. And that's going to be 2-1. Avant-Garde regain the lead. Quick round on Snakewater.
Yeah, 3 pretty quick rounds, to be honest.
This is what you normally see from this kind of
shit
map.
I wasn't expecting 3 2-minute rounds, unless... I would have thought if there were 3 rounds, they would have gone through AGP.
Yeah.
But this is still very open now.
I don't know how much of it is the mercs or how much of it is just the map, but I think they're normally pretty good on Snakewater. And now we see Lego will commit to the high ground, but instantly counter jump by both soldiers. They're going to trade 1 for 1 though, it's not the worst, but trying to get forward across point. This is where Lego often find themselves falling down, and fall down they will again. Everyone going to get cleaned up. Beta is going to have a real hard time escaping. He takes Nico with him. He's going to have to hit about another 18 arrows to get himself out of this one, and he cannot.
I'm really liking these, especially from Flip, because we don't see Exon coming in with a lot of pressure, but the scouts of AGP are just piling it on, stopping Dr. Phil from getting any space.
Yeah, and now Lego are going to find themselves on last, and they seem to be off-classing a bit more now. Heavy from Seppu, sniper from Josh. Josh watching that right-hand side. Swapping over now, so he's going to be looking for that entry frag. But so far, Avant-Garde have been pretty decisive with these pushes. Yeah,
with the Uber in here, this is very dangerous. Nowhere near the Uber charge, and the Heavy gets taken down. It is a 1-for-1 trade, but I'm liking the position of the Frenchies here.
Yeah, they get a lot of frags, and now it's only Beta and Krizzle. Krizzle chooses to go aggressive. Bold move, he's got the demo weak, he's got the scout weak, but there's just too many bodies for Krizzle to really have an impact. And that's 3-1.
That was a really standard Uber versus non-Uber last push really there. They go in, they focus down the players, they get the picks, they cap the point. We're going to need to see some changes, I think, from Lego on these middles if they want to
like
take
every
another
time,
round.
they always have like a pretty even exchange at the beginning, good job of contesting the high ground, but whenever they go across point they just seem completely outclassed by Exon and Nico and Flip. They're gonna, again it looks like now Soldier's going aggressive really quick, trying to get all over Beta, doesn't get a lot done though, T-Mac going straight down. Now they're still trying to challenge up top, but it's not going great for Avant-Garde really, lots of low health on a lot of their players. It doesn't look like Lego are chasing particularly hard though to capitalise off this. Avant-Garde are even peeking a little bit more, and that could be a mistake. Bulle dancing with Death, trying to peek it back in there.
Very low players.
And yeah, they're just going to have to back it off, but we will have an Uber to defend with. Exon is not up yet, so Lego have a small window to go from if they want to go before Exon can really get set up and some point denial on. They're thinking about it at least.
He's about there now.
Yeah, the Slickies have started to come down. just as Grizzle starts picking that corner, but they have got some damage out, but now Exxon's arrived, he's going to pump so much damage into that narrow corridor and absolutely just shut it down, and Lego won't have to try something different.
I like the aggression from Exxon there, really forced out 4 or 5 players of the Lego team, stopped them from even considering pushing in on that side, and there's a trade on the flank, a scout for the soldier of T-Mac.
And now the Ubers are going to come in on the other end. Yeah, Grizzle takes the earlier pop, but he forces it pretty efficiently, but Exxon's still trying to go as deep as he possibly can. But Conch is trying to come out, but Exxon's done a lot of damage. He's trying to focus Medic. Seems unnecessary right now. But the rest of his team do an alright job, but it does lead to Grizzle able to pick up 2, and Surex is beating right now as well. Dr. Phil nearly kills the scout, only 1 pipe away from finishing him off. And yeah, I felt like Exxon really didn't need to focus the medic down there. Like, he did a lot of damage, but now they're going to try and cap 2, but they're going to get absolutely sandwiched by T-Mac and Flip. The scout's going to try and challenge him still, gets Flip weak. T-Mac doesn't have a lot of health either. I think Seppu can keep pressuring this for a bit, really. But he's going to choose to opt just for safe option to fall back with his team.
Yeah, that was a very, very nice exchange. It could have been a much nicer exchange from AGP. They had a much longer time on the Uber, but they decided to solo it through Exxon, who focused 4 players and decided to then focus on the medic. No real support coming in, but no combat classes going down, leaving them to get 1. And there's another trade on the flank. These keep happening.
Yeah, Nico tried to rush through Kitchen, not quite sure why. Met Josh. Did a decent job to end up trading in the end, Nico pumping out the damage. But just, I guess, unnecessary from him, really. Doesn't really change a lot, I guess. Worth rolling the dice. Wow, they wait for the Ubers to stack up. And they will have a tiny advantage Lego, but they are way far back and are not capitalised off this, even knew they had. And it's going to be Lego's turn to try and push with Uber again. It nearly went well last time, like, Exxon, they bait Exxon into a bit of an overextension there. But they don't seem to have much idea what they want to do with this. I don't know if they're just trying to farm up Crizzle's conch, or what, really.
I would put the last play down to a misplay by AGP rather than a good push on the part of Lego, as they made no space really at all.
Oh, Dr. Phil's taking a lot of damage now, and they actually need to pop to save Dr. Phil. That's maybe a mistake. There's going to be so much Uber right now. Crizzle's going to try and jump behind. He's going to fail the jump though, and he's getting focused down so hard. But it looks like Dimul just wanted to make sure that soldier went down and ended up not going that far forward with the Uber. Now he's going to try and walk through the spam. He's going to take a lot of it. He backs off into the same place as Exxon. He's such low HP. Exxon has taken damage as well. But here comes a flank from Avant-Garde, just absolutely beasting them and forcing them back. Nico's going to claim 2. He's not going to go for more, but great aggression there, just to really punish that 1 frag they got out of Lego and force them all the way back.
Yeah, that was well played by AGP as they continue their push onto the second point before middle's even captured. They don't want to give a single chance to Lego here. They're 2 players down.
Wow, Peter's caught, yeah.
Yeah, this looks really dangerous.
But it's really going to cost Lego here. And wow, Exxon even is able to snipe Seppu. Exxon's starting to walk in, he's got a soldier in the air. Exxon's trying to take on the whole team by himself right now. He stayed alive though, so that's actually worked out. And he's allowed his team to get really deep in. He doesn't even go down in the end. Crystal can't find the final rocket, and this is going to be really costly for Lego. They've got the high ground now, Avant-Garde, and it's just a matter of time before they finish these frags, surely.
Yeah, after that push onto the second point, very easy round take by AGP, and they go 4-1. Slightly longer round there.
Yeah, the flank from Avant-Garde just seem a couple of classes above the Lego. Whenever they sort of decide to step up the aggression, Nico and Flip just seem almost unstoppable.
Yeah.
Now we're into the next middle, we're going to see the trading of damage. Phil getting some nice early damage out, getting a scout weak, getting some pressure on Exxon. They've not really challenged for high ground, but now we're going to focus on that soldier. But here come the scouts from Avant-Garde, and that's when the problems start to arise for Lego. They're trying to counter it with some scout aggression, but they're going to both lose 2 frags, 3 frags in quick succession. They do get 2 back, but they've sacrificed all position in the meantime, so it'll be a pretty comfortable cap right now for Avant-Garde.
Lego do keep Beta alive, however, giving them a chance to defend last, probably with the 4 down or 2 respawning. Probably save the Uber for last, and as Beta is actually in the spawn currently.
Yeah, they've gone really far back. I don't know if that was really necessary.
They were very defensive on middle as well.
I guess they're just cautious of taking these DM fights, I guess, because I guess it's quite intimidating going up against Flip and Nico when you know what they're capable of.
Very true.
But you can't really give them that much respect, and now we're just going to see Avant-Garde have another Uber to take into last. They will be, they have an Uber to counter with this time, Lego, so that'll be better for them. But actually, Josh is going to get picked off, and his sniper's in a lot of trouble now. It's 2 picks before the Ubers even really come into play. They're going to catch some spam damage though, and that might force it, but still, Bulle pops so late, they're able to get so far. The counter pop comes in now. They get 1 frag, but not a lot of other damage, and Avant-Garde are just waiting for an Uber to fail. Bulle is absolutely trapped off. They need to come and save their medic now. They're starting to go aggressive now. Exxon comes in from the opposite side, causes a great distraction, going to finish off a heavy as well. And he's opened it up for his team. Bulle's able to regroup with his scout. Here comes Demul as well. And that should finish that one up. 5-1 to Avant-Garde.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for Lego, very simply. I think that defensively, they're playing very defensively on middles. Well, in fact, so far from what I've seen, probably maybe to slow the game down after those quick rounds, but it's just not suiting them, and especially Dr. Phil was taking a lot of beating for it.
Yeah, it's really given Nico and Flip a lot of room to work with as well. Going into the next middle now, Lego with earlier soldier aggression right now. They're trying to counter the soldier aggression from Avant-Garde at the same time, but they actually get 2 frags off it, and now they can move across together. They just need some nice work from their scouts now, dancing around the soldier. And they should be able to take this middle, Lego. Got the soldier trapped in. Soldier's going to go for a last bomb onto Beta. Oh, wow. If the scout had gone in there, I think if Flip had gone in, if he'd known like where Beta was, if he could see through the wall, he would have gone for him and probably got him there. But not quite aware of exactly where Beta was going to end up. Didn't risk it. And now Lego are moving forward, and they have a lot of resources, but there is a scout hiding in cheese, but it is skied. Phil is watching these traps. Nico's going to go straight down.
Sniper
Easy frag there.
Gets forced out of lobby there. They're all backing out on the right-hand side.
Yeah, they saw them all back out right-hand side, so they'll know where the majority of the team are going to be. They should be able to take this straight in. Looks like they want to go through lower. Yeah, Crizzle and Phil going straight in lower. Still not pop. They're going to pop up now. They're going to try and chase these soldiers down. The soldiers are doing their best to try and jump away, but they're both going to land right in front of the spawn door. Going to get 2 frags. Now Scout's going to try and step on the point, but there's stickies on it. Beta's going to sacrifice himself for it. A bit risky. Spawns have come in. Phil is pumping out damage still, but Exxon's going to keep pumping stickies onto that point to clear it up. Lego fail the Uber advantage push, and Nico and Flip are already pushing out to CP2.
I was with Lego's mindset at the moment. They're allowing the space for the scouts, as you said, but they're also allowing Exxon, who can play very passively, to sit back and actually deal out that damage, or even just spam and just deny without risking his own life, and therefore keeping AGP with a solid wall of defense, stopping Lego there from making any real gains on the game itself.
Avant-Garde don't want to slow down either. They're going straight to this middle. Nice pressure from Exxon. So much damage on Phil and Beta. They should both be cleaned up and Flip here. Nico comes to aid him right there. The soldier's trying to come in, but you saw there's one-man effort. Now the scout's going to come in, and now another scout's going to come in. They do actually get 2 frags though. Pretty good work by Seppu and Sorax to get any trades out of that really, but those are the only 2 trades they got out of the entire fight.
I don't think that'll make much of a difference. With the respawns coming in, you've got a 90-odd% advantage here for AGP. Bulle's got the Uber charge. They're moving into lobby. With their 2 respawners, they should be able to take this last with a standard push, unless they choose to go early, as they do Uber in here and force the combo back into spawn.
Exxon's moving in already.
The
clean juggle. He's going to finish off another scout as well. He's still throwing out more pipes as well. He's on low health now. He's just trying to be a distraction with the rest of his team, allow them to get it. T-Mac and the scouts flooding in. Exxon's going to come back in low. He's getting focused down by the head now, but he's still pumping out damage on 11 HP. He's created a great distraction once again, coming in from a different angle from the rest of his team on last. He's done that a couple of times now as Avant-Garde take the 6th and decisive round to win Snakewater.
I thought AGP were going to throw that push. They had they left the heavy on 450 health until right up until the end of the fight. I didn't think it was a great push, but then I didn't see Lego winning this map before I came into it, but I thought it could have gone a bit better than that.
Like, a lot of the time Lego would trade quite a lot of damage, but they just wouldn't finish the frags. They wouldn't be that same kind of clinical sort of pushing or chasing that you'd see from Avant-Garde. And I'm looking at the logs right now, but it pretty much reflects that pretty... yeah.
Look at that, 4 deaths on Flip. That's fantastic. That's really impressive.
Considering it was only a 17-minute game as well, like Nico dropping 27 frags and Flip dropping 22.
Well, that's 50 between them almost.
Yeah, and in only half a game.
Yeah, I mean
half a normal time.
Half of Beta's deaths were to the scouts, and it's not really that surprising.
Yeah, I think Seppu, Sorex, and like Josh, like in some of their previous games, like swapping Josh onto Roma has given them a lot more aggression on the flank, and it's been working a bit better. But just a complete mismatch there, really, in both experience, DM, and Frenchness.
I've got to point out, and I feel so bad for doing it because I think he's a lovely guy, but Dr. Phil there with 200 damage per minute, that's really not what you would expect from a Premiership gamer, very simply.
He was dead for most of that game, though. Like, he was often focused down fast, and he wasn't really given the same protection.
He looked very lost on the middles, especially when Exxon didn't show up. He seemed to, he'd look at the scouts, he'd throw some stickies, deny some area, but he wouldn't actually do any damage. Which was really what could have shut down maybe the scouts, given a bit of an opportunity for picks on his side.
Yeah. Just skimming down the frags as well, like, if I could stop refreshing. In like the last 4 rounds, 1, 2, maybe 5 rounds, Nico was top of both kills and damage in all of them.
Really?
Yeah, like, really strong merc to get in, I guess.
Yeah, I've got to admit, I don't know that much about Nico. I've seen him around, but I do know a lot about Flippy. And one of my notes was that I thought that, obviously you haven't got tech, you've got the more, so that's obviously a bit of a mismatch even within the team. But Nico has really impressed me here, just simply with one map. This is probably the first I've properly watched of him, and
wow,
he's really showing up.
4 months ago, Gubbins. But we're going to be moving forward now. It's going to be Sunshine for our second map of the night. Lego against Avant-Garde in this Week 5 fixture. Lego still looking for their first points of the season. Avant-Garde, pretty strong start. What I have seen from a brief investigation into log history is that both teams kind of blow at Sunshine. So whoever blows the least will come out victorious tonight.
Well, with I think a French mix actually played Lego yesterday on Sunshine. They won 4-1, but the log was only over 20 minutes, so maybe it was bugged. But I did see actually in the PCWs before this game, Lego were playing against Danger Dogs, and they lost 5-4 on Sunshine. And Danger Dogs, if you don't know, 6th in high, so they are a decent team, and they do have a game in hand. But still, I wouldn't expect, obviously Lego being, it could be argued that there isn't much skill difference between them, but if they're losing 5-4 on this map, it may, you're right, be a battle of who sucks less.
Who sucks less. So I imagine we're going to see quite a chaotic game, really, which it's going to favour the scouts, like Sorex and really strong scout. Seppu's not bad either, but Flip and Nico, especially based on earlier form as well, seem to be the dominant force. And if it comes to that kind of DM fight, I really think Avant-Garde just have that just big advantage if it becomes scrappy.
On a straight out DM fight, you've got to count in the AGP scouts for sure. They're so strong. They showed it last game with dropping 50 frags between the two of them almost. Not even in 20 minutes. The DM fight has to be going to AGP if it's a neutral fight. And with a new map, it could be all the difference.
Yeah, we'll see. It will certainly offer a bit of a different fight, hopefully. Maybe a bit more even.
Could be, definitely. I'd like to see what strategies the teams go with here, because as we're seeing more and more Sunshine games, we're seeing some teams fit into certain play styles. And it's quite interesting to see them form, since this hasn't been the most popular map to play in PCWs. Maybe since this week has come up, I've seen a lot of I've just seen a lot of improvements. Just watching logs, like I've been seeing teams just get better. Like the game seemed to be going on for longer, rather than just one team finding one strat and rolling. So I think this could be quite an interesting game.
Yeah, they've gone live real time, so we'll be going live in a second map shortly. One of the promptest games Prem has seen this season, which is nice. But yeah, it will certainly be one to watch. What I quite like about Sunshine is how there's just a lot of options to push kind of all areas. I think partly because it's a new map, no one's quite, got a sort of decisive, like a firm decision on where their favourite way to push from for certain points are, so you see a lot of different fights coming into it.
Yeah, I think that could be interesting. Just looking over some logs, they got the French team here, AGP, got 5-0'd on Sunshine yesterday by BK. Not massively surprising, but you would expect if they had a slightly firmer grasp of the map, they could have taken a round at least. I would have thought so anyway.
Who knows? I think we're going live.
Here we go.
Map 2 of this week 5 fixture between Lego and Avant-Garde. Avant-Garde on blue, Lego on red. We're going to middle on CP Sunshine. We'll be seeing who arrives to middle first. Exxon misses his surf.
Phil goes through the valley area.
Yeah, but he's got a lot more health, Dr. Phil. Like 50 or so more. But it's probably not going to make too much difference as Exxon's getting the heal straight away. Now, a nice early aggression there from T-Mac, but he's going to get forced weak onto the roof. But he's just been left. They've not finished that frag. A problem they encountered in the first map, just not finishing off these low players. That allows Avant-Garde to regroup as a team. And I really think Lego are overstaying their welcome here.
Yeah, the coordination from the scouts, the coordination from the team in whole on AGP is really good here as they push on down the valley side. There's a fight going on between Phil and Exxon in the lobby. Exxon should not have won that and does. Wow.
Yeah, that's going to make it a really tough last hold. Sorix is barely even going to respawn as well in time for this last rush. Beats from Phil aren't even going to be in. Exxon's already walking.
Too late.
He's already pumping out damage. They've not had to use. Josh gets a soldier for soldier trade, but it doesn't really change a lot. They're going to finish off this soldier. The heavy has spawned in, but he's behind the wall. They can just stand on the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, heavy's going to be finished off anyway. They're just focusing down the frags
a couple of picks come out.
Exxon's now on the point, and he will clean up them as Bulle goes on a Ubersaur adventure in sneaking.
I've been, I was very odd, like you said about that chest-high wall, yeah, with the heavy on that side. If the demo man hadn't been alive with Dr. Phil there, I really feel like they would have just stood on the point and then taken it straight away. It wasn't that much difficulty.
It's a powerful position, but obviously if all the other players die, it's useless, really. And we see Phil again with more health, winning that initial demo fight. But the soldiers moving a little bit quicker from Avant-Garde, and they just seem to be lining up some aggression. But actually Josh is going to try and fly in first. He's gone behind him, he's going to keep jumping behind. But Beta catches a pipe from Exxon. So now Lego just have to kind of sort of throw caution to the wind and just pump forward. They're going to try and chase this scout down, but the scout picks up a health back and that's going to make it difficult. They're all focusing different targets right now.
Oh, he takes him down. Well played by Josh there.
Yeah, Sorix and Krizu are still alive on mid. They're going to try and focus down Exxon now. Exxon's doing quite a lot of damage, and this might set up the cleanup for Flip right now. They're both really weak. Flip pulls out the pistol and is going to clean up both of them. Nice work from Josh at the end, but Lego's, like, they all seem like one scout was chasing another scout. Josh was trying to go for the medic, which was probably the right decision. And then the other scout was trying to fight Exxon. It was all a little bit all over the place.
Yeah, although they did give up the middle, that pick from Josh, and also now we see the crit screen coming out from Beta gives a nice advantage to them. And even though they don't have the point, I don't feel like they it's all too difficult to push to move in with a crit advantage. Especially as the Frenchies are setting up all on one side here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're going to be expecting it. It's not a strategy we've seen them use before tonight. But Beta's going to take a lot of damage, jukes around the last one and will stay alive. But now Exxon's going to jump in, he's going to finish off Beta. He's gone all the way behind, actually takes 2 before he's picked off. Now it's going to turn into a DM fight, but the heals are in favour of Avant-Garde. And now they're going to come forward. Nico cleaning up, he's going to chase down the demo man, I think, as well. He's all over Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil's going to try and get my health back down to 1 HP. The sword comes out. Nico had to hit that sword, he didn't have a lot of health. And he's going to clean up Phil. And again, just capital punishment from Avant-Garde. And it looks like Demul and Nico want to go straight to last with it, not really waiting for their respawn. Confident play.
3-man push with Uber, this could get interesting.
They've not done a whole lot of anything. They've picked up a scout as Eva starts to fade. T-Mac's going to try and trade with this soldier now, or Demul even, sorry. T-Mac's flying in now. Going to focus down the soldier on point, but Crizzle's able to pick up 2 frags defensively, and now Scout's pressuring out the demo. He's all over Exxon. Seppu's going to get 1. He's going to go for the medic now. Bulle's hiding with Ubersaw. Seppu with a 2-shot, but there is a spy behind. I think they're aware of it. They're shooting at him an awful lot, and he will go down. No luck for Flip.
Yeah, that was unlucky for Flip, but that was a really questionable decision there. Pushing 3v6, they did have the Uber advantage, but Lego, all they needed to do was spread out and re-engage. It was pretty simple, and then AGP dropped like flies one by one.
Arrogant. 1-6 in the first round. Overconfident and getting punished for it. Now we're going to see Team at Demul even completely isolating Josh. They're going to isolate this Scout now as well. Lego really not committed to this defense, and I don't think Josh and Sorex knew that. They're both going to go down. Crizzle's going to die as well. Let's see when that happened, but all over the place Lego right now, not already fighting together as a team, and they're going to be forced out of this for sure. Loads of damage on Beta as well. Even more damage, and they're trying to force Beta back. He does have an Uber charge in the bag. Not for crits this time, it's the standard Uber to hold on to it, but I'm not sure if they're going to have enough of an opportunity to push out here. They don't really seem like they're in a sort of forward-moving position.
No, we see Seppu on the engineer. It doesn't look like they'll be moving at all. They will, of course, have the Uber for last, but I don't think they'll be able to push out here, especially with AGP sitting so far back. They would have to push out all the way to the point, really, and then they'd be met with an Uber exchange. But AGP are moving into lobby here.
I have set up a sentry, though, just around that corner. Not sort of a standard position you'd see from it, and it looks like Demul's going to come in. He's going to eat the sticky trap. The sentry's going to start shooting at him as well. He just about gets caught by Bulle. But there's so much Uber in the bag right now. Soldier's going to come in and try and force. Beta will use. He ends up using it quite defensively, so they're not going to get a huge amount of picks, but 2 should be enough for them to move forward. And that they will do. Starting to walk through shutter door, but they're going to lose 2 to stickies. They're trying to walk out into these scout specs. On is just doing huge work, all by himself, just getting a 1-for-2 trade. Now Bulle's just walking forward into the soldier. Bulle's absolutely smashed Crizzle and got an Uber. He's going to pop it off before Phil can kill him. He's going to walk in. Beta's not even close to Uber because Bulle got caught 3 slices. Bulle's going to get another one. He gets the arrow as well, he's so low. Bulle's going to finish for 2k. He's going to eventually go down to the respawning scouts as T-Mac gets on the point. T-Mac's trying to do all the work he can and with the help of Demul, but the spawns are just coming in too thick and fast for Lego right now.
That's so disappointing.
Looks like Nico's just happy to trade as well. Crizzle with some solid deep. Exxon's now walking in. They're just lemminging towards the point. The original TF2 push strategy. If you can't cap last, just keep pushing in. And it will eventually work. That was ridiculous from Bulle.
That was so ballsy. I mean, he came in and
ballsy, I get it.
I was going to mention their Uber pushes were pretty poor before that. The three-man Uber in the exchange that lost 2 players. But that obviously. What?
Yeah, but if you get 2 Ubers compared to the other team's 1 Uber, you're probably going to have a better Uber exchange. As we see T-Mac going mega aggressive into Cafe, going to take down Josh. Stuck behind on low HP, but he's drawing attention. But there's not a whole lot of forward motion right now. And in fact, Seppu's going to just force him back. Nice work from him. Now the combo's trying to get out. Demul and Bulle are the only ones up. Nice shot from Demul to deny Sorek. And that's probably going to stop them altogether. Phil having thrown out a casual sticky. But
that was important frag by Demul. I feel like this could be a different setup for AGP.
Yeah, it just stopped Lego rolling forward, really.
Yeah.
And now we're going to see Uber v Uber effectively. CP2 onto mid. I think it's the first time we've really seen this exchange between these 2 teams so far. Almost 10 minutes in now, and neither team really wants to sort of commit that hard. They're just sort of trading it, but Sorex is going to go down on the flank to Nico. I feel like Sorex playing so much by himself is really getting exposed against Flip and Nico. Now the scouts are trying to do more work, but in the meantime, actually, the view becomes through and they catch not Bulle, Dr. Phil off even, and Crizzle. But Beta still has his Uber, even if he doesn't have a lot of people, but they're just conceding ground. I think they want to wait for people and push back in as a team. Cautious decision, perhaps not the worst, but I don't think they're going to get forward spawns, so that's going to delay it even more. The other point is that it's just given Avant-Garde such a long time to set up.
That's very true. With the 2 down, however, including their demo man and their pocket, you can't really expect them to to try and Uber in and block the point. I would like to see a good push here from Lego. Bulle's sitting very far back, but you've got the flank of AGP ready to force, so I don't think they can get in here without taking a substantial amount of damage, and the Uber is forced off as I say that.
Yeah, they're going to chase this soldier into Valley, they're going to pick off T-Mac, they might even pick this scout since he's pretty weak. Krizzle will finish that one. Didn't look that good, but Sorax has found a way to get in and kill it on, and Sorax even wants to try and kill a scout as well. Got him down to 20 HP, but he will give a health back and get out there. And now they have Uber, but it's only Demul, Flip, and Bull standing there. But they look happy to fight it, they're going to take it in. Demul going really aggressive, gets down to 2 HP, but Flip's actually dropped from the Uber. Now Demul is so deep, he's out of ammo and he is surrounded by Lego men. Bull's actually going to run out, but the soldier's gone the other way, so Bull will be able to fall back to safety. They will clean up Josh as a team, and I think there's another player behind as well. Is Krizzle still behind? Yeah. Yeah,
he's just he's just moving out of lobby now, so he's not really behind as such anymore. Or as I say that though, he does move behind, the team moves forward, but he gets found out by Nico here in lobby, so they will know about it.
He's causing a pretty good distraction though, he'll eventually go down, but it's allowed the rest of Lego to get a lot of ground off of this, and they're just all the other side of that shutter door. It's going to be so hard for Avant-Garde to get out of it. But it looks like the scouts want to rush around the far side. Well, one of them does at least. There is a soldier coming from underneath as well. I don't know if they know about it.
Teammates underneath. He's on the medic and he dropped
straight into him though. Oh wow!
Wow, that lower area.
Issa with the blunder, and that's not going to make it into his end of season frag video.
Most definitely not. Oh, a bomb in there by Josh. Nothing doing though. Just leaves Bull on full health, and this should be a push out from AGP. One down aside. And AGP love to take these Uber advantages. Oh, Dr. Phil should have been miles away, and rightfully goes down. This should be a very simple point, and even a push to middle for AGP.
Yeah, Uber's still in the bag, Bull, and going to walk forward with his heavy classes. They look like going to go through Cafe. Josh is gently spamming it, but it's not really going to achieve too much. Actually, it does achieve for force. The rockets all kind of land on Demul, and they're going to make him pop. But they only get in Sorax. Exxon looks like he wants to go super deep. He's going to get one. He's going to try and pipe the medic. He's now danced his way behind. He's going to get on the health pack as well. Exxon
still alive,
creating a ridiculous amount of distraction here. He's still trying to get to the health pack before he finally gets piped down. The rest of his team is nowhere near him though, so there's really not that much more he could have done. But they're holding this really defensively, and now Dr. Phil's going to get forced down, taking a lot of damage, and he's separated from his medic. But his scouts are doing a good job of rescuing it. Arrival from the soldier as well. Nice work by Krizzle to take him down. Bull's going to try and get away, down to 40 HP. I don't think anyone's planning to chase him. No one's really got the health to jump straight away. And that should give Bull enough time to come out, but Lego are certainly going to push the mid regardless.
Yeah, these jumps by Exxon are quite questionable, but here comes Lego, pushing in onto middle with no contest at all. They're just waiting to get that Uber so that they can have a defense on second, I'd guess, or maybe even they are expecting to push it. Oh, yes.
Yeah, they want it. They popped in. They're not going to block the point though. They're going to get worse trade as well. Krizzle's got so much Uber to work with, and Beta is able to hook up with him and keep it pumping forward. He's not got frag, but he's got a lot of damage. In comes Dr. Phil. Maybe a necessary bomb, but it might work out. The scouts are ploughing forward. But again, Lego seem to be dividing their effort and getting picked apart right now. Nico's going to win the one-on-one with Sorax. It is just for a lonely soldier trying to fight. He's completely outmanned and outgunned. He goes down. And good decision by Avant-Garde in the end. Just these after Uber fights from Lego are really poor.
They are. I think during the Uber, the AGP flank is working so hard, the Roma and the two scouts, they're working so hard just to make sure they've got that side space in case they need to come around or come back to the fight. But Lego aren't moving. They just put the Uber in, and then afterwards they make their fight. So they all end up dying in the same place one by one, rather than being able to work their flank around the advantage of a better Uber.
Yeah, you really see sort of, I guess, with a greater level of experience on the players of Avant-Garde. Just knows after Uber fights, they just know exactly what to do instinctively.
Comes a bomb from Josh.
He is going to force it, yeah. I'm not sure if they're going to be able to get too much more out of this. They're going to get CP2, but will face push out pretty quickly. Phil gets really low. Exxon tries to go aggressive, but it's not going to work out for him. And they're just going to have to settle for capping the point here.
Another aggressive jump from Exxon. He keeps doing these. Sorax is underneath, but I think he'll be taken down with no trouble. Yes, there is an advantage here for Lego. So unless...
As long as Crizzle can find the right way to take this Uber in. I don't think he's going to get a chance, actually. I think they're going to try and force Beta. In comes the Soldier flying forward and the Scout. They do get the force off. As long as they get the frags, it'll be okay for LEGO right now, but they're making a meal of finishing these frags off. Sorex respawns, takes one, and they are able to stop Avant-Garde, but Bulle survived the whole thing, and it's got a big old Uber advantage to come in with.
Yeah, massive.
It looks like LEGO are going to try and move forward off it.
I don't like this decision by LEGO here. I normally would, but with the players of AGP coming in and no cap time on the point, they catch me just before. Yeah, that was actually, I thought, important. But here comes the repush and the Uber.
Josh is going to get the force as well. Beta just needs to kite this, really. He's going underneath, but the Soldier's hot on his tail, but he's got a buff Scout in between him and the medic. And now I think Avant-Garde have maybe overcommitted. Phil's in a lot of trouble. Sorex is going to clean up her player as well. The back cap is in process. Sorex is still trying to chase him down as well. And they should get sandwiched here. Crizzle comes in from behind. Nice rockets from Crizzle, going to clean up the combo. The cap is all but complete. Exxon's trying to delay it, but it's just delaying the inevitable. And he might even get caught out now. He's down to 50 HP. Sorex is going to claim that one. Cool. Sorex finally sort of making an impact in this game.
I don't feel like Sorex had a bad game on Snakewater. I don't think he had a good game by any stretch, but I don't think he was underperforming for what he should have been doing. So I would like to see him on this map, you know, making some more plays. I want to see more of him.
We're about halfway through this game right now, and it's only 2 rounds ahead for Avant-Garde, and they are going to be going in facing an Uber advantage push. All the pressure on Bulle straight away. They force them completely back into spawn as well. This looks like a better push from LEGO. Only 2 players left alive. Surely they can take it from here. Sorex is going to get one. The Scout is trying his best, but he's going to get cleaned up. LEGO have a round, only a round behind going into the next middle.
And it's not a bad position to be in. That was a decent Uber push. They took down Bulle straight away, got some more picks, went for the point, and then just picked off the rest. I like that. I think that was very cool, calm and collected from the team, and it shows that they are still in this with a very big fighting chance.
Yeah, Sorex has started to find a bit of form as well, so that could really help turn the map around. He's going to take a lot of early pressure right there from the 2 enemy scouts, and T-Mac looks like he wants to go behind. He's going to get chased down, and Exxon's going to try and help him, but he just gets baited forward. But it actually sets up 2 frags for T-Mac ultimately, and now T-Mac's going to try and go forward onto the medic. Beta's trying to run away, does not land any surf. Josh is still underneath, but he's completely outnumbered as well. They got an early pick on Exxon, but it baited 2 frags for T-Mac and just forced LEGO back into the corner. Again, not a lot of presence from LEGO on this middle, similar to Snakewater.
A lot of the pressure from the other middles was coming from Josh, but for some reason he seemed to come out of the fight very early. I didn't see it. I assume he got hit and needed healing or something. AGP looking to take this lobby.
Yeah, Nico almost got a pick on Crizzle right there. It actually results in Sorex getting a pick the other way, as Crizzle equalises away on 6 HP. But Viva's coming in regardless. They don't want Nico in this Uber. Beta's going to try and surf away, but he surfs from 1 soldier into the demo map. But they may have overextended completely here. They're completely surrounded by LEGO players. The frags need to be finished here by LEGO if they want to hold on to the point. Phil's trying to hit some shots. You're pretty sure he's set up the cleanup for Sorex right now. He's going to chase 2 of these frags down, clean up both. And they're going to chase into the lobby as well. Scout's taking a lot of damage. Surely he's going to go down. Yeah. Seppi will claim it, but Nico did delay both of them, and he's put some damage onto Sorex as well as they start this cap. But I certainly feel T-Mac's going to want to jump straight into this pair of scouts. Here he goes with a very sort of cautious jump. Oversold that one. The rest of the LEGO team are coming now, but Flip's going to go down early. Exxon's jumping forward. So's, I think that's Demol. Lots of pressure onto Phil, but they don't get the frag, and Sorex is picking up another pick onto T-Mac, and Avant-Garde have lost 2 and are in full retreat right now. Equal Ubers, not a whole lot in it, but LEGO have the numbers and they're flying forward. Much better aggression from LEGO this time. They're going to chase down another scout. Sorex going to claim that one as well. Exxon was not able to escape with his life either, and LEGO were just rolling it further and further forward. But maybe Sorex has gone too far this time. He's going to get picked. And the LEGO combo without Sorex there, without the scout backup, they seem a little bit more cautious about taking this fight, and in fact they're going to get jumped by Avant-Garde, even though they're doing some nice work. Soldier's going to go aggressive now, force for Uber. They might even be able to save this soldier. Nice ball from Bulle.
What a save.
Timul is kept in alive, down to 4 HP at one point. He's going to try and chase down this soldier as well. The scout should be able to finish him. Down goes Crizzle, and now Avant-Garde are having their turn at aggression.
Yeah, that all. Here comes the aggression from TGP again. They tried that on that second point. I thought that was a really weird decision to go in, and it did get them forced back to their second, but they're taking down the majority. If here we go, here comes a white, and just Crizzle respawning, and the forward respawn won't be able to do much. But the point has no time on it.
Yeah, they all committed to the chase there. But it just set up two really nice frags for Seppu as they tried to focus down the medic. And now the soldier's going to go in just for combo there. They don't have Uber yet either. They can't finish the cap. Bulle is dangerously exposed. Dr. Phil's going to claim that one. Demul gets one exit frag, and he stayed alive long enough for the arrival of Flip and Nico, and they're going to start piling forward. It's going to really come down to who wins the scout fight here. Sorex takes down Nico, and Josh combines with Seppu to take down the other one. And now the soldier's exposed. Sorex cleaning up T-Mac. But Demul is on mid.
Hiding.
He's not hiding. They've seen him really early on. He hits a wall instead of a medic. Ooh.
Gotta hate that.
Yep. Terrain, the soldier's biggest foe.
This is just looking more and more like Lego. The scouts are playing up, and it's giving a really nice impact on the look, Sorex gets a little bit ahead of himself, couldn't quite find the shots he wanted, and now the scouts coming behind. They will clean up Flip and get the cap at the same time, so it seems weird that Avant-Garde wants to commit to this so much. Exon's messing up his stickies as well and has just left himself completely isolated. Nico's going to try and make it force a trade, but he's going to just meet the incoming Uber charge of Lego right now. Again, they're trying to chase down the soldiers. They could probably get some cap time here, and there it is from Sorex. Just cleaning up, stacking a point, and Lego have tied it up. The dream is real. Yeah, the dream is real.
They are 9 minutes away from their first point in Prem this season.
Oh, don't. Everyone knows the commentator's curse. That was AGP putting all their eggs into the force on second basket and not getting it. So, very simple. We were on to no push on last there.
Not a good basket whatsoever as we go into this fifth middle. It's all tied up. Dr. Phil's going to get an early frag. Sorex is going to win yet another duel against Nico. And they're all trying to escape through the same door.
Josh on the flank.
Oh wow,
Takes
Josh
down
is going to give
Bulle.
a medic.
Oh, fantastic play.
Yeah, and now Lego are still trying to pile through. The scout trying to put on the pressure, but he's pretty much a lone figure. Demul was not up for that fight in the same way Flip was, and Demul just hangs him out to dry. And Lego have a head of steam.
Oh,
the dream is real.
Yeah, I like that. That was power. That was real conviction in that middle fight. The scouts knew what they were doing, got to their targets, took them down. The first pick was very important. It showed the domination that Lego could take as they move forward. And here comes the Uber from lower.
Here comes in Sorex leading the charge. Not on a whole lot of damage. We can try and focus down Exxon. They're trying to put their body in between the doors. Sorex is going to claim that one. Sorex going on the soldier next now. He's actually going to get cleaned up by Demul, but there's still a lot of players in. Phil spamming the point. There's so much damage. Only 17 health. They're going to take it. Lego have taken the lead.
Oh
7 minutes, 45 seconds left. Really quick round there. Just over a minute. And Lego are ahead.
Well, AGP are looking super sloppy, I've got to say. The coordination they had coming together for some of the points on Snakewater is just not there. The scouts don't seem to be working as well. Josh is playing a lot better than he did on the first map and applying lots of pressure. Phil with this extra health on middle and now speed on Exxon as well.
Yeah, Exxon starting to get exposed a little bit. Phil capitalising more on his greater speed. Josh going in really early as well, going to take down Flip. They're getting pressured back. Seppu's going to win the duel. T-Mac comes in from behind to eliminate Beta though. I think it's going to just end in a fight for Lego, but much better trades for Avant-Garde this time. They at least took down the medic to stop the roll all the way to last. But there's a Sorex and Dr. Phil are already all the way through into the enemy lobby. Dr. Phil putting up a sticky trap. But it doesn't look like either of the scouts from Avant-Garde want to either venture anywhere out of last.
Yeah, I'm not surprised by that, but we do have the crits coming out of Beta. I was about to say that the only silver lining really there for AGP on that mid was taking out Beta, but with the crits Krieg, it's a very smart choice because both medics came back up at the same time. Very, very smart by Beta. AGP are having a forward hold on this lobby, so it's interesting how Lego are going to try and move in to get a position for the crits Krieg.
Really enjoying chat right now. Lego is pretty okay. that's the exact amount of enthusiasm you should have for a Danish team. It's just perfect. We do see The crits go fully up now. Gonna put it
Oh,
on
no,
Dr.
he's-
Phil Cam. He can't really get a lot with it. He's going to have to chase into last with this. They're trying to scatter. He gets caught in instead. He will get Bulle, but that's not the frag they wanted at this. They're going to try and keep pressuring, but Bulle has time to get his Uber, and they're going to chase these scouts out. Wow, Phil's still in there piping Exxon away. Exxon ran out of ammo. And they have really delayed this push out, but Flip's in frag. And he's got a health back and he's behind, and this is going to make it really difficult as the rest of the Avangard team move forward. I say now, Sorex and Seppu get a frag apiece, and they're just piling forward, and there's a scout coming in behind. No, he's just threatening behind. But this has really put sort of a thorn in Avangard's side. Without no scouts, they can't really push out, and they are soon to be facing another crits.
Yeah.
Believe in
Without
Phil.
that cap time. Yeah, believe in Phil. His sticky dropped short last time, but the idea was nice. Exxon didn't blow the sticks in time. Sticky just dropped short, but that could have been 3 kills. But now, of course...
Phil's going from lower, I think. He has
I
crits
like
now,
this
he's peeking
decision.
from the door. He goes long with it, he doesn't get anything though. He gets Nico, but he gets taken down straight away. They're not coming in last anymore. Phil's going to go down, Sorex is going to go down. A 2-for-2 trade. They get another one on Crizzle as well. And now Avangard are going to push out with a full Uber. It looks like the soldier's staying close to force. He's just going to try and get on Exxon. He's going to get forced back, but that's not enough pressure to force Bulle to pop. Exxon wasn't low enough to risk death. And they're going to get CP2 for pretty much free.
Yeah, they do. Lego do hold on to Beta's life though, which means they will have the crit screen. Obviously, not very effective against the Uber, but they might be able to get the force out, which might stop a roll onto second, for example.
Yeah, a lot of spam on choke right now. They're trying to jump in. Bull is delaying
Sorry,
his entry.
down.
Nice work from Bull there to slow it down. And now they're starting to jump through. Exxon's putting pressure on it. Choke. He's trapped this soldier in as well. The soldier might go down. He's going to equalise out though. I think Bulle took a lot of damage there as well as Exxon. That slowed him down. Now it's crits versus Uber. It looks like Josh is staying close to try and force him, but they're coming through Cafe. It's going to make him hard to bop, but there is a lot of spam coming in, and they're going to Uber through now. We're going to crits for Uber. Probably a mistake there. Exxon is separated though. Exxon's actually going to go down. They're still trying to jump in. Both soldiers getting really aggressive from Avangard. Dr. Phil's still trying to spam. Nice damage from Phil. Josh comes in from behind to clean him up. Only Nico left alive. He can't do a lot. He's going to try and get out. He will wiggle his way around that corner and to safety. But nice damage from Phil to set up the cleanup for his scouts, and good work from Josh behind.
Yeah, that was a very early force. Obviously, Lego looking worse at the start of that situation, but seeming to hang on somehow. Beta went down to about 4 HP, I think. It was unfortunate, but...
Avangard want to challenge this as well. Lego weren't really denying the exit, so it was going to allow all the Avangard players to jump in. So much damage on Phil. Phil will go down. Seppu will go down. Beta's going to go down, and Avangard just absolutely beasting it through here with aggression. Only Josh and Sorex left alive. Josh is behind, but he cannot get the frag. Sorex is fighting a 1-1. Sorex is going to win it, obviously, because it's Nico, and try and get out lower. But CP2 should go to T-Mac and Bull right now, and they will have an Uber advantage push to last. 2 minutes 50 seconds left.
Yeah, just as I say that AGP looking sloppy. Oh, Dr. Phil caught out
scout
position.
behind on Bull.
Oh.
Sorex is going to take him down. Seppu's going to take down T-Mac. Great work from the scouts once again. Bit of help from their demo man. And now they're going to try and recap CP2. And just when it was starting to look so good for Avangard, the whole combo gets caught out like that.
Got to say that was well played. The two scouts and the demo man linking up there and just ripping the combo apart so they can pick off the individual parts. Beautiful, really well played, and they should be looking to take this middle with relative ease.
Yeah, Avangard are there though, they're ready to jump though. One soldier's going in far right, it's sort of like a middle. Beta doesn't actually have the Uber yet, so it's a pretty even middle, and they're going to lose both scouts. Lego should get out right now. Exxon's jumping in, huge damage from Exxon. They're just about keeping Beta alive right now, but there's a scout behind and a soldier on him. And Avangard just completely out-aggressed them there. And we're right back where we were, Uber advantage, full wipe. And it looks like T-Mac's already going to last. He just missed the health back a couple of times, though.
No
That's gonna delay him.
spawners. Yeah, this is over.
They're getting on point. They're going to stack for points so hard. The jumps won't arrive in time, and they tie it up. Avangard just taking a full DM fight. Again, Lego on that mid. They're capping the mids. They're getting the cap, but they're not locking down the entrance for Avangard. They're really not forcing them back.
Yeah, there were 6 players in choke. 6 players in choke from AGP, re-pushing that middle. If Lego have the confidence to go onto the point, over the point, block off that one choke, that's a mid. That's a free mid. They wouldn't be around down. Simple.
Yeah.
Well, I say simple.
Simple, right?
Right,
The
I could do it easy.
As we go into another mid, a lot of damage early on to Flip and Exxon, but Seppu is the first casualty. They do get a quick frags on Nico and T-Mac, and Sorix is going to absolutely beast flip.
Oh, wow.
Wow, Josh has got Bulle in the meantime. Exxon is lining up a play, he's reloading stickies, he's thinking about it, here he goes, he's going for Beta. He has no damage on Beta. It's a wipe, complete wipe.
That's only Seppu going down right at the start of the fight there. That's a full wipe. I've got to give a shout out to Josh. I haven't seen much of him also, but first map, he was, you know, getting some trades, getting maybe dying off a bit on the flank, but now he's making those important picks, and they're coming at the right times in the fights as well, which is very important.
30 seconds, Uber advantage to Lego. Heavy and Pyro out from Avant-Garde. But Pyro is watching lower, that's where they want to... 25 seconds, they're going to Uber through, they're going to have to work away through that Pyro. Pyro goes down pretty quickly. Now they need to focus down the Heavy. Dr. Phil's making his way round, he's going to start spamming the Heavy now. The Heavy goes down pretty quickly. The point is still stickied from Exxon. The Scout's trying to fight, it's just Sorix. Sorix can't be the hero, they need Beta's going to try and get on the point. 5 seconds, Avant-Garde will hold. The Heavy and Pyro just absorbed way too much damage. And it's going to go to a golden cap. Lego have their first point.
Congratulations to Lego. Poor Peter though, because I could have seen that push coming into his end of season frag movie. Unfortunately, he doesn't make it. But yeah, wow.
I thought they were going to do it. I really thought they were going to do it. I mean, it's not over yet, obviously.
Yeah.
We've still got the golden cap. I'm going to see if I can whip up some log briefly before we go live. Sorix, 37 kills, 22 deaths, 330 damage. I think they go live pretty soon after that. In fact, they go live right now. So yeah, in case you weren't paying attention to anything that happened in the last 30 minutes, Sorix did pretty well in that last game. They earned 1 point Lego, and now they're going to a golden cap. So we're going to go to this next middle. Pressure on Sorix's shoulder to get this one right. It's Sunshine, 1 point apiece, and we're going to try and plough forward. It's really high soldiers from Avant-Garde. They're going to go together as well. The aggression coming on to Dr. Phil and Beta at the same time. Nice shot by T-Mac to finish him off. Sorix is going to get one. The scouts are coming behind with a soldier right now. They're coming in, but they don't quite sync it up right. Josh will get Nico. Bulle is stranded on low HP, but Josh is going to try and find a scout instead. Dr. Phil's coming in. He can't hit him though, he needs to do one-on-one this scout. Scout's in the air, he hits one pipe, he needs one more pipe. He can't get a pipe and Flip will clean him up.
That was very nice from AGP. Not only did they get the early med pick, shout out to T-Mac for that air shot, very nice rocket. Not only did they get the medic and the frag, they get the position on the point, which means that the Lego team are kind of like, they're on the outskirts and they don't really coordinate well to push back in, leaving Bulle with a massive Uber advantage here, and AGP with a real chance of pushing, now 6v5.
Yeah, bear with me 2 seconds.
Yeah, they've given up second point here. Lego are on last, they've got an engineer, and they're building their Uber. They've got 70%, which does lead me to think that they might be able to get it, but no, the AGP are not going to allow this. They're going straight underneath. They push in on 75% for Lego, and they haven't dealt with the sentry yet, but it goes down.
Yeah, a lot of damage on them so far though, and Lego are trying to surround them right now. They don't have Beta, but they have a lot of damage onto the enemy players. They should be able to clean it up. Soldier's taken off the high ground. There is a low soldier on the point. They will fully wipe them and be able to push out. Lego hold on. They don't have their medic. They didn't get an Uber, but they did enough damage and cleaned up all the frag. And now they're able to push forward.
The damage was coming out from Lego there, and the health bars of AGP towards the middle of that fight were looking pretty bad, and it showed towards the end with the cleanup.
Yeah, Josh got a bunch of frags there as well, but Josh is now going to get caught out. Good play to bad play right there.
They have overconfidence, I think.
They can't really hold this. They don't have a lot of position. Dr. Phil was kind of committed out. He could be in a lot of trouble. He's going to go down.
Mistake. That is a very, very bad thing to be doing on Golden Cap. Second point while you're defending.
Yeah. They're going to lose Frizzle as well, and Exxon, Demul just want to keep powering through. They only have one spam class, and they're trying to spam this down. They do have a heavy behind there. But there is a scout on point, that's going to make him turn. They kill Nico really quickly. The heavy's now focusing them down. Sorix is going to get one. Sorix is going to push back for Demo as well. He's going to get Exxon. The heavy's held strong on point as well. And Sorix is on the prowl. Bulle and T-Mac need to get out of there because the Lego team is coming. And they have Uber. Dr. Phil was going to drum. The aggression's coming out. The Uber's pops and count. Beta's 99%. He needs to meet someone. He's actually ended up running back lower to last. A bit of a miscommunication there. If they had linked up just, you know, a percent earlier, they could have just kept people alive, you know, and kept on pushing. Now we're going to have to go for a bit more of a, I guess, standard push-up. Actually, Soldier's come through. Vita's going to have to pop. Forced by T-Mac.
A great play by T-Mac. That takes away the entire advantage, gives AGP the advantage, and forces them miles away from the point, which may even open up to a contest quite early.
Yeah. Sorex actually trying to, he gets Nico to really low HP, but Flip was waiting around the corner to take him down. They'll get CP2, but they're going to face an Uber advantage. Push, they're now walking full through. Lots of damage on them. Soldier going pretty aggressive. Bull's going to come in for the slices though. Bull gets 2. Bull has an Uber. He's going to pop off, and T-Mac goes in straight into an air shot onto Seppu. It is only Josh left alive. And I think he's going to try and block CP2. He's going to block CP2. Everyone else has rushed forward. He's going to pull them all back. Nice work from Josh. He's going to kill the second scout as well. Huge play from Varroa. Here comes Sorex. He's coming in lower. He's done 100 damage to Bull. He's picked off Bull. He's danced around the point. He's absolutely pulled down T-Mac's pants and raped his medic. And now he's going to kill him as well.
Look at these plays that they're just making. They know it's Golden Cap. They know they're on stream. They know they've got to make this happen, and they're doing it. I was just about to talk about the importance of Nico's pick onto Beta and the impossibility of holding last, but no. No way, say the Danes.
Yeah, Lego are digging their heels in this lap. We've been playing for about 5 minutes right now in this Golden Cap, and they do have Uber advantage. Beta and Co, but there are stickies all over the point. Might get a pretty cheap scout pick as the scout comes in to challenge. Sorik's taken on Nico, forces Nico low, but Nico will get out of there. Jump away. And Lego have been building really poorly.
Yeah,
I think they must have T-Max or Sniper, maybe they called for Sniper and just cancelled the push.
I think the pick was what cancelled the push. They were looking for 4 players coming through Cafe, but Sorix takes the early fight, but loses it. Now, pushing 5v6, no Uber against no Uber, they knew they had an advantage, but I don't think pushing no Uber 5v6 is a good idea. So maybe they just thought that, and especially with Golden Cap, with all the nerves and all the pressure of this one round, a failed push at that point might have been a big mistake.
Yeah, Lego are obviously dangerously close to their last, only 1 point away. Can't really afford a mistake, but it looks like for the first time in quite a while we've seen this game slow down as Avant-Garde have the territory advantage, and they are just going to wait for T-Mac to hit something, and he's moving down Valley right now.
They're giving him a lot of space on that Valley side. He would have been able to actually walk right up and headshot the medic there. They know that there's a sniper on the side of AGP, but they don't seem to be.
They've moved some more people over now.
Yeah.
But like I just need to just stay focused here right now. Keep the pressure up. Don't give the sniper an angle. And I have to watch for maybe Demul trying something. Scout's actually getting aggressive in Cafe. He's absolutely beast them. Sorek is
wow.
He almost got another frag if it wasn't for some of the splash coming in from the soldiers onto the sniper. But it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade, and if anything, that might make it a bit easier for T-Mac.
Oh, the headshot from T-Mac.
Yep. Q it. It's going to be more difficult. The more players they lose, the harder it is to control the ground. They do have a sticky trap right above. He's going to kill Flip though. He doesn't kill anyone else. Dr. Phil's going to get the pop. Forces it onto Exxon. Beta's going to flash around, and Dr. Phil's still doing damage. But they have to be careful not to overextend here, Lego. Seppu's just trying to, I guess, escort them out. Dr. Phil's still trying to push forward on damage, but he takes a headshot and he's not got a lot of ammo loaded either. Beta goes down to 6 HP. Surely someone's going to push through on that. He tries to go for the health back, but Exxon reads it, takes him down. Mistake from Beta, and now they're just going to try and go aggressive right now. Lots of spam coming in, but they're all doing this completely separately. Dr. Phil's going to go down, Soldier's going to come in, Bull will go down. This might save last. Both the remaining Lego players are stuck behind, but one of them was Rex, and now they're going to come in and clean up Crizzle as well. The spawns will come in, Beta and Seppu on there, so they probably won't be able to push straight to last. Especially, I think Josh and Phil are going to spawn again quickly, so they will just walk into respawns. But they're wise to this and are just hanging back. Beta with a small advantage. Did Bull go crits? Or no, just standard
he stayed medigun.
T-Mac is still on sniper though.
Yeah, T-Mac is still on sniper. T-Mac with the headshot there that forced Lego into an awkward position, and I have to say thank God for that pick onto Bull for Lego's sake, because otherwise they would be holding last against a full Uber advantage. But that is not the case. The advantage is actually in the hands of Lego, but I wouldn't expect them to make a push out. I'm not sure if they even. They probably know that they've got an advantage, but they know it's not a big one. And they're not building well again. Like the advantage is always going in AGP's favour, and I don't know if that's down to Bulle or Beta or someone on either team. But
Dr. Phil still has a couple of stickies. Oh, never mind, that's fine. It's over. T-Mac's going to take a pick. Take a peek, even. He's not going to take a peek because there's stickies right there. He's going to swap around to lower. No one's really watching lower, and this could be a mistake right now as T-Mac moves himself around the corner. They've got a counter sniper there in the form of Sorex. Let's see if he can do the same amount of work on sniper as he did on Scout, and the game has just gone to an absolute hole.
T-Mac.
Did he have a shot?
He had a straight shot on the medic. That would have been it. There's nothing else. That would have been it. That would have been the game. T-Mac needs to take his chances. And it's all on T-Mac at the moment because AGP aren't going to push. Lego definitely aren't going to push. They need to make something happen here. They need the pick.
Beta's hiding in the corner as well. Like, he may not be vulnerable to a sniper, but what he may be vulnerable to is, a bomb now has been forced into that corner. Like, if they're aware of where he is, if they can get, like, the info on it. And Lego are standing quite far away from a lot of these doors. They're really, I guess, enticing T-Mac to have a go. Lots of spam on that top left corner from Lego's perspective as well.
He might need to be careful on the top right, and he does go down.
Are they going to push off this? Crizzle's thinking about it. Straight into stickies. It's just Avant-Garde want to go. They want to go now. Crizzle's down. They're going to force for trade, but Josh has moved over, taken over pocketing responsibility. And now it looks like Sorok's almost won 1-on-1 before the arrival of Soldier. They're going to clean up the Soldier though. Demul will go down. Positioning for Lego's a little bit all over the place. It's still only 5v5. They need to regroup themselves. Dr. Phil's trying to get forward, take some damage. Scout's going to go through and in flip, snap pick. But he is forced out. There's a lot of damage from Crizzle, but he's not really finished anything. They need to stay alive here. Not the best positioning, but Josh finds a pick from Exxon on the other side of the point. Meanwhile, T-Mac has opted for heavy instead of sniper. Bit easier to, aim on that one. Sorex again just trying to beast into an entire team.
I'm not sure what happened there.
Not going to result in too much, really. Ubers are pretty much even. Beta not building particularly fastness. Heavy spam will help though. And we'll go back to equal Ubers. Both teams with a heavy, as opposed to both teams with a sniper.
We're more than 10 minutes into this insane golden cap, and now, obviously, it's getting a bit frustrating, I think, for AGP not being able to push here.
Well, both teams, having a heavy is certainly going to speed up gameplay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so that's one relief you can have as a viewer. Sorex is going to find a way to die again. That's going to cue the push straight away. Dr. Phil is not in a good position. Beta saves him, though. That's going to work out pretty well. They just need to maintain positioning right now. Phil's been pumped up to a pretty healthy HP. The Heavy's trying to re-push, but he's only 100 health, so that's not really going to achieve the wanted result. Soldier's trying to come in, but he's just flying out lower. Avant-Garde probing, but they really can't find much of anything here, and Lego are going to hold. Obviously, the golden cap rules mean this will just keep going on for potentially ever.
Yeah, so they haven't actually changed the time limit, but if we get down to 28 minutes, I'll message them and...
yeah, something's going to have to give eventually.
Oh, it must do surely, but that was very impressive by Beta. Saving Dr. Phil on 4 HP with Uber stops AGP from rolling that last point.
Yeah. Here comes the Uber again. They're just trying to push. They're going to force it. They're going to try and chase the other soldier now. The soldier should be forced down. Actually, Demul can't find the frag quickly enough and will go down. But they're only trading one frag. But Conch is blown. I don't know if Crizzle wants to force this. Sorex gets a... Sorex is trying to DM another scout as well. He's got pressure on him. Sorex is on such low HP, but he somehow kills Flip as well. They have the heavy on the high ground. They have to go at the same time. They have Exxon with him as well. Crizzle's going to walk up spamming him. The heavy's trying to get out. He can't get out. He's finished. Sorex is on the prow. He's on the medic. Sorex gets the medic. He's on the demo man. Sorex gets the demo man. Surely he can't take this scout. He's fighting both scouts. He's on half HP. Surely he will go down. Nico takes him down. But he's given his team such a huge advantage, and Josh is already on TP2. Both scouts are stacking flank right now. They're going for a back cap, but they're going to walk straight into Sepp and Dr. Phil. They're being sort of cordoned off here. They are doing it though, and this might open an opportunity. They're just dancing around, and this means the soldier's going to come flying in right now. T-Mac taking a lot of ground, opening it up for his scouts. So the Uber is actually even forced off. Not got a whole lot of frags out of this as well. Phil's going to get a lot of damage onto Exxon. But was that an air arrow from Bulle to keep Exxon in the game? I think it was.
I didn't actually see it, but this is... Oh, Josh on the flank there goes down to 2 HP on the valley, but doesn't get caught.
Comfortable.
Comfortable, not even close.
Comfortable. Obviously, that force on middle does result in an Uber advantage for Bulle, so they will be pushing back in, and it looks like they want to take it down Valley. Demol and Exxon leading the charge, going to push literally as soon as it hits 100%. Demol is jumping in, he's trying to get all over Phil, he gets all over Phil. He's trying to chase down the frag, but Phil's on the health pack. They're trying to go deep at choke to get the medic as well. Phil and Sorex go down. It's not quite the medic pick they wanted. But, oh yeah, Josh is behind. I don't think they know either. Bulle's seen. He's all over Bulle though, he's all over Flip.
What?
I guess Flip was texting some bird or something because he wasn't paying any fucking attention to his medic right there. And he's going to go down. And, wow, the Uber advantage swings back. Even more so.
I've, just as I before said they were sloppy, AGP coming in with a good push with the Uber, but then standing on the point, they know the Solly's behind, they saw Josh go behind on Valley, but still, this is starting to get sloppy again.
Now T-Max behind as well, Lego in a really precarious position. They do have Uber, Beater's just pop off, he needs to keep some people alive though, preferably. And they've really done absolutely nothing with this Uber. They will eventually take down T-Mac behind. But again, we see them not holding that choke very far forward, and it's going to allow Avant-Garde to come back in. Neither team has Uber, it's going to be a case of deep. But Exxon is absolutely piling forward, doing so much damage. But Phil actually gets the kill off for him. Josh is going to get Bulle, but Nico gets a reply frag pretty quickly. And the only person left for Lego was the respawning Scepter. 15 minutes into this golden cap.
Well, I was watching Beta there, he did some nice little surfs. I don't know if that got caught on stream, but that was the best thing about Lego there. They really didn't have anything to say to AGP with that push.
Yeah, again, they just don't seem to want to hold that choke from Bulle.
Bulle's crit screen, yeah. He spawned just after Beta, but Beta will think, you know, that he's got that 5-10% advantage if they don't know.
Exxon does have a tendency to pull out the shots when it counts.
Under pressure, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I guess all cat eyes are really on Exxon.
80% moving into the lobby now.
He keeps looking top right. I think he wants to go top right. 90% on the crit streak, and this could be the final blow. He needs to get Beta
the right side
with the first couple of stickies. He's called it. He's going for it. He gets surf forward. He will get Beta. He's going to get the crits on him again. He gets the heavy really quick. Heavy finish it off. He's got the pipes out. He's hitting pipes on the demo man. He's done so much damage. He's even going to kill Phil before he goes down.
Just
this
two
has surely
alive.
opened it
Just
up. T-Mac has the high ground. Sorex is good, but he's not able to take on 4 players at once. Eventually, Avant-Garde take it. And will claim their 5th and final point of tonight.
Ooh, that was
exciting.
A very, very good goal. That was a long
an
one.
Extra 50 minutes out of that.
Yeah, that was 2.5 maps tonight.
Yeah, it's interesting seeing that, I guess, Exxon sticky crits pushes were a little bit more successful than Dr. Phil's.
Yeah, I was definitely feeling Exxon made some questionable plays. Especially with his aggressive jumps, I felt like some of them were unnecessary or not quite coordinated very well. But I definitely would have taken Exxon today over Phil. I don't think Phil really stepped up, especially with those crit streaks, as you say. You know, not being able to capitalize on the advantage and also the Uber cannon that they had chosen.
Yeah, Exxon pulled it out when it counted. Sorex, again, like he had some few big moments in that, some like really big moments in that golden cap, but he also had like a total of 14 deaths in 15 minutes. Like he was getting a little bit silly towards the end. But
you know
then,
how it
like,
is, though.
Half the time it worked.
Yeah, obviously, what I was saying, like Josh and Sorex making those plays, when you get to a golden cap, you know, you're nervous. Every decision counts. And so Sorex was just, I feel, going like head first. Just looking at the logs here, there's a Dr. Phil halfway down the table on damage with only 5 kills in that golden cap.
I guess it was such a scrappy golden cap, it's often hard for demos to get involved. I don't know how much of Exxon's damage was done in that last push as well. You know,
I'll take a look at it.
Like he did a lot of damage in that crits push.
I've got the rounds.
Like he killed the heavy by himself, the medic, and the demo by himself.
Yeah, I have to say though, well played to Josh in that golden cap. I mean, 15 picks and 7 deaths as a roamer. I'm impressed by that, and they were important picks as well.
Yeah,
quite often he got 3 med picks. In fact, in that 15 minutes, I wouldn't mind a med pick every 5 minutes from a roamer, would you?
He got a 4-man on one of those defences as well, and that really, yeah, pulled him out of it. I'm just trying to see if anyone come on for an interview.
Sure. So. To Lego for their first point.
They're the real winners tonight.
Yeah, it's been definitely a moral victory. And I say that not sarcastically, not ironically at all. I do believe that your first point can really catapult you into some confidence that they might be able to bring through to their game.
They're only like 2 points behind C-Play now. It's really not a lot in it between the bottom two teams. So there's quite a bit of pride at stake. I don't know exactly how the demotion system's going to work.
That's the real fight.
Plenty of pride.
That's the real battle. No one cares about first. No one cares about playoffs. What we really want to know
is who will not be the worst.
Which is what we were talking about for this map, actually. And AGP coming out as slightly less worse than Lego on Sunshine, which I don't know. I felt like there were some pushes that AGP did that were really impressive, like some of the coordination, like sending a soldier through choke and the 2 scouts through cafe. The timing was pretty much spot on for some of their pushes, especially on Sunshine on the second half of the Golden Cap. I was quite impressed by the coordination.
Yeah, certainly promising stuff there for Lego. Again, it is Avant-Garde with 2 mercs, but they still got 5 points out of it. So that's good for them. So that'll put Avant-Garde, who's now played as many games as Reasons and Nuts and Rollerbenders and Suave, and it will put them in the same position they are, but they're now only 2 points behind Reasons and Nuts and Rollerbenders, 8 points still behind Suave. Bulle is here.
Hello.
Hi, Paul.
Hello, Gubbins.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
We were just talking about how the real winners are Lego for getting their first point, despite you obviously getting 5 times that many points tonight.
Yeah, congrats to them.
How was it, I guess, playing with 2 mercs is not always the easiest?
Well, first of all, for me, not playing with tech is like a huge handicap.
He carries you, yeah.
Not only carries me, like I'm really used, not like he carries us, but not only that, I'm so used to play with him, and it's really hard to play with a different pocket for me. Because he knows what I want to do most of the times, and like he anticipates, I don't have to tell him anything. He does it right away. And
sorry, carry on.
No, that was about it.
Yeah, there was a few times I think when like someone would come on you, like you would move one way and Demul would move the other, or and it would just lead to you being a bit more exposed and going down.
Yeah, well, also Demul had no mic tonight. Like since last week his mic broke, so he played without a mic. So it was kinda funny to play with a pocket who couldn't call, but I am the one who asked him to play because I played with him a lot. I know how he plays. He's a really good soldier. I mean, a good DMer all around. So I was confident, even if he couldn't like speak, he could deliver the good.
Sorry, bear with me. I'm just trying to get Lego as well, but they are all still offline. How rude. Was that the first game Seppu played with Lego?
I have no idea.
Let me just check quickly.
Yeah, but I was quite impressed with Seppu, and obviously Sorex had his moments.
He's played the last 3 games against Lethal Weapon, Suave, and eShop.
Oh, yep, I know exactly what I'm talking about then. We were talking about Sorex quite a lot in the cast. Like, whenever anything good from Lego seemed to happen, it either seemed to come from Sorex or Josh, really. A lot of the other players, Crizzle pumped out constant damage, but didn't really have a real big impact. I don't know. What do you think, Paul? Do you think Lego are like Prem quality? Is it worthwhile them staying?
I definitely think, like, even if we play with 2 mercs, I think they definitely have like some good players in it, and yeah, I think they're definitely like Prem material. Like if they try hard more and play more together, they're definitely an up and coming team. I mean, Josh is like, I played him with him in Div 2, and I always rate him as a good soldier.
I remember I was there.
Yeah, I remember now. And I think he had his spot in Prem, and he can even improve more. Like, he was kind of annoying tonight to play against. He was good. And Sorex is one of the best DMer at the moment.
Yeah, like, there seemed to be so many times, like, I think there was one time he one-on-one flip, and then just one-on-one Nico straight away afterwards. And then, like, every time he met, like, one of them, he'd win the fight no matter what HP he was on. It's really impressive to watch. I guess someone you don't really see as much of because they're not in a top team.
Yeah, and yeah, he's a beast. But I don't mind. I think we're still in the race for the playoff spot because I think Reason are playing BK, so a draw would make us.
Is it the top 3 that go through?
I think it's only the top 3.
Only
It used to be top 4, I think. But
yeah,
I'm not sure this season is.
I think it's top 3. Maybe Admirable can confirm for us in chat. He seems like the kind of guy you would know. But yeah, that obviously puts you. You're still in 4th place, but you're now only 2 points behind Reason, Antonuts, and Rollerbladers. And I think your fixtures easier going forward.
No, we have to play Suave. We didn't play them yet.
Oh, Suave and eShock as well.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the last 2 games.
We have to win. We have no choice to win every game. And Tech is coming back, and Flippy should be coming back as well. So we'll have our full lineup
for both last 2 games. Yeah.
Yeah. We'll have our full lineup for our last 2 games. I hope so.
But yeah, I guess it will be close. I think a lot of the teams are playing each other, I believe, in a sort of coming close to the season. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. I guess you're hopeful as always.
Yeah, I think BK also have to play a little weapon, and I saw them play against eShock yesterday, and they had some interesting strats. I think.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I think that they can if BK is not paying attention, they could grab some points out of them.
Yeah. I think Reason have to play him as well.
No, I think no, not sure.
Week 6.
Oh, Suave have to play them.
BK.
Yeah, Suave have to play Lethal Weapon as well.
I think Reason have an easy last 2 matches. I'm not sure.
Reason, did you say?
Yeah.
Reason are playing BK next week. And then I think the final week they're playing Lego. Yeah, I think that's right.
All right.
Okay, yeah. So I guess a bit easier for Reason, but we'll have to see how it goes. Have you scheduled next week's game yet, or is that too far in the future?
I'm not there all next week, so I'm pretty sure we won't play the official next week. So it's pretty much gonna be in 2 weeks from now, I think.
Oh, okay, I see. I'm out of questions, unless you have anything, Gubbins.
Only one. Why did you wait an hour and 15 minutes to bring out the crit screen? To see X on play.
Because it's been when we play with Merc, and most of the time when we play with Crit Streak, it wasn't working. All the PCW, every time we play Crit Streak, and we were doing absolutely nothing with it. So I kinda throw it out. And at the end, it was really annoying, and I knew I had a 5-second window if I got out the Crit Streak. So I said, why not? And it worked.
Yeah, it did work very well actually. Yeah.
Exxon always seems to hit his shots when it counts.
Yeah.
Yeah, any shout-outs, Bulle?
Yeah, shout out to Lego for the game, which was quite tense on Sunshine. Shout out to Dimul and Nico for playing tonight and filling big boots, Flippy and Tech. And shout out to my team overall. That's about it. And shout out for Gubbins and you for casting this game. There we go.
Gubbins?
Shout out to the 2 teams, of course. Great game, great golden cap. Shout out to the Mumble crew, Jack and Ali, and FM Esports, of course.
I have no shout-outs. Wait, no. Yeah, I do. Shout out to my girlfriend and good luck in her interview tomorrow. I'm sure it'll go well.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Thanks for joining us tonight. That was quite an exciting golden cap, and I'm sure Admirable is working on ways to bring you even more Prem action next week. Probably that Reason versus BK game. Is that right? Something like that. Anyway, thanks for joining us. Thanks for David for streaming, Gubbins, and obviously the teams. We'll be back soon, probably next week since it's Thursday. Look out for more matches on teamfortress.tv. Thanks for watching, guys.